There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story. The story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel. One day, out of nowhere, Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox. It made him look like a strawberry. To make sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
Mr. Daniel, while up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice your penny whistle. I hope you'll practice well and prepare for next month's art festival.
But Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy. You don't give up before you fight.
校长，你是在讲干话吗？可是校长，我觉得很难。不要放弃，年轻人，不要放弃。我以为你要提供什么秘诀，结果并没有。
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
What? What? 哈？一定要这样子吗？啊，手指抽筋。我很不会用键盘玩音 game 呢。结束的吗？我可以毕业了吗？
Suddenly, he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
哇，好可爱哦！哦，这一张的画风非常可爱耶。
It was a mousetrap, and there was a red origami paper dragon inside of it. Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous and beautiful. The only problem
越可爱越温馨，
was
怕
part of its wing was damaged, but Daniel found a way to repair it.
折纸的英文是 origami， 因为那是从日文的 origami 沿用过来的，所以这个其实是日文。What is this？ 选择道具来修复纸龙。啊？我要，哦，就这样吗？
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below. He played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee! Woo!
喂，
Soar!
the warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
它的阁楼看起来很舒适哎。
Or is this all just a dream?
The next day, with boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Our town is located in the plains, where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
我现在看到地震就觉得满满的害怕。我这几天稍微有一个风吹草动，我就觉得是不是地震了？是不是地震了？
A ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life, and it rolled away. Daniel chased after it.
Hey. What the？ 哎，它这个阁楼看起来超好玩的哎。等等 ，Daniel， 你不是这个时候就应该要发现事情不对劲了吗？
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks erupted from it.
What?
Before his very eyes,
要打王了
the
吗？
ball began to grow, bigger and bigger.
要打王了，要打王了！
At that moment, a red figure suddenly appeared. The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into a cardboard box. Daniel studied the red figure carefully. It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
I wasn't dreaming. Thank you for saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea.
这个灯泡有够大颗，我没有看过那么巨大的电火球。
He took out his penny whistle and slowly played a tune.
What the？ 我又要手指抽筋的用键盘玩音 game 了吗 ？Oh my god！ 啊！ 好了吗？我可以毕业了吗？
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends. The paper dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
My cherished friend, after many
超级重低音。
we finally meet again. Tell me, how has your family been?
这声音不是通常都是反派吗？
Great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit any time.
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box
So
closed
red.
shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic. Daniel rushed to find a watercolor pen and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
Here be dragons.
Over the next few days, the paper dragon came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
That cat's name is Mrs. Carter.
居然有猫咪。
Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends. That's Duke, Mrs. Jessica's pet. He doesn't like rainy days or Mrs. Carter.
公爵尿尿的时
Only
间有点
smoked
久。
sausages for his taste. And now we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your name?
The paper dragon flapped its wings, as if it didn't understand him.
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you Penny? I'll keep practicing to make it sound better.
Daniel and Penny then played baseball together in the attic.
Let's play cat.
哈？这我要蓄力什么？我是要蓄力什么？哎，居然跟子龙在房间里玩丢球，你是？你有朋友吗 ，Daniel？
But just as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
哈？地震吗？
The stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks.
地震！
Even stronger than last time.
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open, and thick clouds of smoke billowed out, followed by several paper balls. Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box. Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped. Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and lost. He moved the box to the center
画
of
风
the
骤
attic.
变。
Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle day in and day out. As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother.
哪里顺畅？
One day, the box suddenly began to move.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4. This time there were 4 paper dragons. But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
Earthquake!
哎，
Earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of
吓死人了！
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They clumped together into a single monstrous ball of paper. It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air. As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after the other. Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious. Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power.
要放大招了吗？
The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball. And then came another paper dragon. The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box. The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to swirling shreds of paper, and a silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic. Daniel saw the remaining 2 paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
Oh, 这么快啊？比泡面还快欸。
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison. The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic. Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and
拜托不要
practice.
Oh my god 一定要这样吗？一定要这样？如果我断案会怎样啊？愤怒。
In the sweet melody of his playing,
悦
Daniel
耳吗
felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
What?
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a
这个反派的声线又来了。
stability. But now, the giants have returned.
交出你的灵魂。
Vicious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final
我们要杀光所有的人类。
have to destroy your room,
What the？
for it is the last remaining entryway into your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
超反派声线。
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again. A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned.
然后 Daniel 长大之后，就在 YouTube 上面录制了一支用长笛吹奏《铁达尼号》的音乐，被台湾的网友称为长笛歌。
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2! A massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then,
那个播报员很
countless
浮
paper
夸哎，
dragons shot from the cardboard box.
说好的不会再见面了。
However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
说好的不会再见面呢？我看你们见面的很快啊。哇哦！
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move.
赵子龙，
Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violent lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger!
啊？
Now with a magnitude of 7.1! Heaven almighty! Are we doomed?
The giant unleashed its
7.1级地震也太大了，不是跟921一样
Dragons？struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly. Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, but soon he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is growing stronger still.
100年以来最大灾难。
Seen in over 100 years. My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
这是新闻播报员还是谐星啊？讲话超浮夸的。
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened.
怎么看起来比较像是咬伤他的
Daniel
手指？
felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what. Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to
又有
be
事。
summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
A huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces. He thought he could still fix them.
我比较在意的是 Daniel， 你有去上学吗？你是不是每天都住在阁楼里？哎，小姐姐安哦。对啊，自杀攻击。What is？ 啊，好像蛮简单的。猫咪也会。
Goodbye, my friend.
抱歉，听到这个声线就想笑。
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
不要再来一次哦。
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly With Me.
"你是故意的吗？一而再，再而三，3次还不够，你居然还来个第4次！这个制作组以后会不会发明用长笛打鬼的游戏？深深感到害怕。你是不是跳钢的？啊 ！Oh my god！ 我刚刚不是故意按错哦。Finally.
And that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
后来 Daniel 醒过来，才发现原来刚刚都是一场梦。10分钟之后就要考长笛了，可是 Daniel 刚刚都在做梦。这游戏它有时候音效会超级无敌大声诶，像刚刚。有梦最美。CP 好像不是每个故事都是恐怖的，有些故事是温馨的。我来这里1个月，已经完全适应了这份工作。最近我总是出现幻听，好像有人在呼唤我。我应该去看一下医生，但是佐伊跟我说那是常见的菜鸟综合症，过几天就会好的。但愿如此。你是不是也开始受到精神污染了
D6744, please provide your identification code according to the mission letter. 4 and 20 blackbirds.
Tell me, Doc, when was the last time this rag on my head was washed?
D6744, according to the 7th edition of the Security Regulation Amendment, you must first provide your identification code. Otherwise, you will be executed.
All right. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. You're a real fan of these formalities. Everything's got to be right by the book.
形式主义的走狗。
Oh, God.
以后长官叫你们写文件，你们就说你这个形式主义的走狗。
Mike Donald, consciousness intrusion expert, former leader of MTF UP2, codename Spider. Now, level D personnel, number 6744.
Enough with these damn formalities. What the hell you want me to do? D6744.
明天要健康检查，只好先变身机器人了。Tilda 森森晚安，大家晚安。
别开不加糖，朋友399 V7，感谢7个月以来确定晚安喽。希望你明天检查一切顺利。
D6744. What you're about to witness is top secret information of the Foundation.
The hell is going on?
A few hours ago, something went wrong with the Witch Plan experiment. The energy of the human anomaly, SCP-239, is out of control and has begun diffusing outward, disintegrating everything it touches.
You guys seriously never cease to amaze me.
SCP-239 is now a ticking time bomb. She could go off at any moment. D6744, I need you to enter the consciousness of SCP-239 to stop this bomb from exploding.
The neural key is fully charged and ready to enter the target
wait,
consciousness space.
Just...
Begin the program.
Consciousness
what's
begins to
happening?
link. Start
D6744. We don't have much time left.
3, 2, concise.
低级人员在 SCP 的世界里面，484就等于免洗块、炮灰、韭菜。我看到这个蠕动的字母，突然想到前几天有人放出假新闻，放了一个101大楼很 Q 弹的在蠕动的影片，然后说是台湾的地震震到101大楼不受控制的在疯狂蠕动。我有时候觉得对岸放出来的假消息还蛮魔幻的，魔幻不写实。What the？ 是嘞？啊
D6744. Can you hear me?
Son of a bitch! Fuck you!
Hey, language.
If you were still the way you used to be, you would have done the same.
Hello there? Hey, wait!
D6744.
那个小女孩是不是有二头肌？
A little girl, but she ran away when she saw me.
That little girl is SCP-239. What else have you discovered?
二头肌。很壮，看起来每天都在健身房待8小时。补充水分，好。
The girl's consciousness is severely damaged. That probably explains her total loss of energy control.
Then how should we proceed?
那该怎么办？
I'll have to enter her preconscious. If there's a solution to this, it's gonna be in there.
Good. D6744. You really are the right person.
你果然是这个任务的最佳免洗块。
I must remind you, SCP-239 is no ordinary girl. She is uniquely dangerous. Do not forget.
Yeah, I got it. I'm dangerous too, don't forget.
他说我也很危险，你在说什么呢？你危险的是被当成社畜而不自知。
Try again. Set voltage strength to 250 kilovolts.
Dr. Pierce, the heart rate of SCP-239 has now exceeded 160. Her physiological indicators are quickly approaching their limit. Perhaps we should consider pausing for a while.
Continue. Pressurize. Set to 250 kilovolts. Go. Now. SCP-239. Pay close attention to my instructions. Crush that car in front of you.
Wow. Wow. 好像在扭抹布。啊
What's the meaning of this?
Sean Pierce.
Violet.
Long time, Sean. What's it been? 7 years?
I've got no time to play catch up with you. Not a great first impression you're leaving either. Barging into my lab and interfering with my experiments. According to Foundation security regulations, I could have you detained, you know.
Still the same old temper. You haven't changed one bit, Sean. Well, if you want to talk business, then let's talk business. You should have a look at this first.
This is... No.
This is O5's mandate. Effective immediately. Witch plan and all SCP-239 experiments will be led by me.
No, that's... No!
为什么 Violet 有一种腔调？
It's not possible.
Don't take it personal, Sean. The simple fact is that the development of SCP-239 is moving too slow. They want a more ambitious approach. A new process, if you will.
A new process? What new process? Just what do you know about process? Please, Violet, enlighten me.
Sean, let us end our bickering with this. Victory comes to those who fight, and to those who last.
Bird's Nest, do you copy?
Copy, loud and clear.
Just what exactly is Witch Plan?
That's not your concern. Focus on the mission at hand. Stop the spread of energy diffusion released by SCP-239, and do it quick.
Yeah, sure.
All right. That's it for today's bedtime story. We'll have a little test tomorrow. You need your rest.
Afraid. Sleep. Nightmares.
SCP-239, are you afraid of having nightmares again?
Yes. Afraid.
Just remember what I told you. When you feel scared, just close your eyes. Imagine your little friends in the stories all running out of their books to come play with you. Then you won't be afraid. Get some sleep now. Remember to imagine those beautiful images.
Close eyes. Imagine. Imagine. Beautiful images.
Wow.
Long time ago, there was a robin. It wanted a home of its own. But what should a home look like? It decided to ask other animals.
Wow. 我看到这个海报，想要小飞象哎，小飞象那部电影超级催泪。调整的部位，哈？哦。这个游戏到底？
The robin needs an elephant. It says the house should have very strong floors, strong enough to support my weight. The robin shakes his head.
有时候它的奔跑键根本就没有作用。
The cheetah stops its hunting. It pulls back and whispers, "There should be beautiful spotted curtains to block out the harsh sun." The robin shakes its head again. The giraffe speak from way up high. The house should have a high roof, and plates should hang from the ceiling. The robin flaps its wings and flies away. The hippos let out a loud yawn. House should be built in a pool, so we can bathe anytime and sleep anytime. The robin shakes off the water droplets and flies away. The robin flies to a small hill where the lion's family lives. The lion says, "My home is vast and boundless, and the whole prairie is my home." The robin shakes its head and flies away. It flies and flies, and finally it lands on the back of a rhinoceros. The rhinoceros says, "Everyone travels with all sorts of strange questions inside, but after traveling far and long enough, the answer that everyone finds is that the truth is not far, for it lays within our very hearts."
是一只哲学家犀牛。
The robin says, "The home I want is..."
SCP-239, what are you doing? What's going on here? What's happening? SCP-239, we have to work and rest according to plan.
But
Alex, clear up the mess.
At once, Director.
SCP-239, this is all for your own good. You must be obedient and complete tomorrow's test. After that, I'll give you a gift.
A gift?
All right. Back to sleep now, SCP-239. The commissioning of the experimental site must be completed at once. The formal presentation is next week.
I'll see to it, Director. What shall we do with these creations?
Wow.
SCP-239.
Destroy them.
A gift for me. Happy.
第一次来聊天的 Austin 安安。
Hey, you there? D-6744 calling Bird's Nest. D-6744 calling Bird's Nest. The hell are these guys up to?
我们是不是已经被当成免洗块了？
Director Tattoo, the experimental site has been fully prepared. The report may begin at any time.
Excellent. If today's experiment goes smoothly, I will have full control over which plan. Go, check again to be sure that everything is in place. There can be no omissions.
At once, Director.
Violet, hey! Violet! Violet! I've got to have a word with you. Just one quick moment.
Dr. Pierce, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. We'll be presenting Witch Plan's progress to the O5 Council shortly.
Right, yes, that's just it. Listen, SCP-239's abilities are greater than you could ever imagine. She is infinitely more powerful now than when she was born. Your experimental procedures lack the proper controls. Any mistake, no matter how minuscule, could have irreversible consequences.
Dr. Pierce, let us not forget that it was your previous missteps that caused us to miss the ideal incubation period for SCP-239. If we don't cultivate her using my method, the window of opportunity will be closed for good.
But listen, if you go about it using your method, you will repeat the accident that happened 7 years ago. You do remember, don't you? Heisenberg, Freeman, Claire?
Enough, Sean. Don't you dare bring up their names. Sean, the progress of civilization has always come with sacrifices.
应该就是说
You don't get one without the
，SCP
other.
基金会永远只有牺
Ask
牲
the
吧。
chance to harness the abilities of SCP-239. No price is too great.
You are playing with fire.
Dr. Pierce, it's time. I suggest you go to the first floor to get front row seats to civilization's next leap of progress.
Violet! Listen to me! Violet!
他说，文明的进步总是伴随一些牺牲。在你们 SCP 基金会是只有牺牲吧？所有的低级人员都是免洗块。
Very well done. All right, let's continue with part 2. Now we need to give the Robin a home. A home? Yes, a home. Just like in the storybook. The Robin needs a tree to call home. So let's give him a big tree.
Robin, home. Not the tree.
SCP-239, you just need to listen and follow my orders. Come on now. Let's give our good friend the Robin a big tree.
Home. Not tree.
要暴走了吗？
SCP-239, I need you to follow orders and make a tree.
能力要失控了吗？
If you don't follow orders, there will be no more nice things for you. No toys, no storybooks, no pretty decorations.
はじめまして。カディウド様。クバ感谢追随 ，thanks for following。
No. No.
Take the goddamn tree for me. Everyone, no need to panic. This is all standard. SCP-239 will have a slight effect on the current when using her abilities. It's perfectly normal. Very well done, SCP.
是不是要爆掉了？
Perfect. As you can well see,
我觉得要爆掉了哎、
guidance, SCP-239's abilities grow more
完
and
蛋
more
啦！
powerful each day. Over time, we will expand the experimental content, and we will see even more advancements. SCP-239
完了完了完了，要爆了，完了，完蛋了，完啦！ What the？ 完了完了，要全灭了！居然没有全灭！想说要出现 Thank you for playing 了。
That's an order. Stop now. God damn it! Why won't it open? Sean? Sean! Sean! The backup door outside. Help me open it. Come on, quick!
told you you were playing with fire.
Cut the bullshit and let me out. She's lost her mind. What are you doing?
你是不是想要牺牲 Violet？
Damn thing.
我就知道，
Violet, I can't.
我就知道。
What do you mean?
SCP-239 is out of control. Why would I open the gate?
What the fuck are you saying? Open it.
You're right, Violet.
哇哦
Victory comes to those who fight.
G8 同
To
事
those who last.
是传说中的 G8 同事。
This is not that. Open the fucking thing.
An accident of this magnitude. It's just what I need to prove myself.
Sean, don't think like that. We can work together. We'll do it your way. Your rules, your method. Whatever you want. Or we'll do... I know. I'll quit. I'll resign. Which plan is all yours?
I will use these learnings to improve the plan and equipment. I've never been so certain of success.
No, Sean. Let's not think like that. Let's talk things through.
You have proven invaluable, Violet.
我觉得这个游戏最恐怖的是 G8 同事哎。
No, you fucking Sean. I quit. Sean, you should...
被刺仔，被刺仔 G8 人。
Sorry. I'm sorry.
应该已经完成了吧？
D6744. The energy output is
Huh?
getting out of hand. How much longer?
两个都 G8 人
So this is
，G8 对
the witch
决
plan,。huh? Are we anything more than tools to you?
It's not about that. This is about saving the world. Either you fix this, or we're all screwed.
That's what I'm doing.
Then move your ass and do it already.
Yeah, suck my nuts. Quitting the Foundation was the best damn decision of my life.
我看你也是蛮好说话的啊。
I'm sorry.
Hi, hello.
Oh?
It's okay. I just want to talk.
No. Stay away.
What happened? It's not your fault. Shit.
原来你也会死枪是不是？
I am Dr. Sean Pierce. December 25th, 2005. 16:30 hours. This is the first experiment of ARP Plan 2.0. SCP-239. We will repeat the previous tests first.
Experiment 1. Strength test. Pass rate of 95%.
Voltage strength 600 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Crush the car in front of you. 700 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Put the fragments on the ground back together.
好像快魂了。你没有玩过快魂吗？ 哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒卡达玛丽塔玛西。天哪！我觉得刚刚那是这个游戏最好玩的一刻。
Test completed. Pass.
We'll now begin the new test.
Experiment 3. Creation test. Pass rate indeterminate.
Voltage strength 800 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Reassemble this junk into a truck. A real, operational truck. Not some fancy replica.
哈？突然 ，what the 凶！我现在就想让那个 G8人死，这太难了吧？这个节奏游戏的。天啊！我现在就想要毁灭世界了，太难了啦！
Dr. Pierce, our equipment can't handle that much current.
I'm the one who's in charge of this experiment.
はじめまして。カディウドさん。大宝，感谢追随的 following。
Afraid. Close eyes. Imagine. Beautiful.
他又要盖动物园了。台北动物园重建中。
Dr. Pierce, the current has breached the security threshold. If left to overload, the device could explode at any moment.
Get the hell out of here! Come on. This is for victory. Do not fail me.
我们直接毁灭世界好不好？这有没有他妈？抱歉，这有没有他妈太难了吧？哦。Finally， 来大家100分刷一波。刚刚那个部分真的太恶意了吧？刚刚那个部分我要给负评。
D6744. Nicely done.
Hold on.
The outflow of energy of SCP-239 has subsided and is now beginning to dissipate. We have regained control.
Just hold on.
Again, a job well done. The synapse is now ready to be disconnected.
Can you just hold the fuck on and listen for a damn change?
What's the matter?
The problem hasn't yet been solved. She's still lost deep in her mental anguish.
That's not our concern. The crisis has been averted. Innumerable lives have been saved. Your mission is complete.
My mission's not complete until she is stable.
Compassion in times of desperation leads only to the destruction of yourself.
3 minutes. You owe me that much. For all this you owe me. I can enter her subconscious and fix this. 3 minutes.
Very well. I'll disconnect the synapse in 3 minutes. If you're not back, then so be it. I will show
你3分钟之后会不会就 GG 啊？啊？原来是物理沟通吗？嗯？
Team Honey Badger has entered the value anomaly area, now quickly approaching.
Good. Proceed.
The amniotic fluid has broken.
sent to delivery room 2.
简单啦。
Princess with beautiful blue eyes. Have you thought of a good name for her?
She is my beautiful angel.
Target SCP-239 has been contained.
我觉得不难，但是太烦人了。
SCP-239! 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 That's an order! SCP-239! That's an order! SCP-239! Do as I say! SCP-239! Do as I say! Come on! Do it! Come on! Do it! SCP-239! SCP-239! SCP-239!
Don't blame yourself. None of this is your fault. Maybe you weren't meant for this world.
Close eyes.
啊，你怎么跟人家说你不该来到这个世界？这算是在安慰他吗？
Beautiful.
天哪！你们在安慰人的时候，千万不要学他哎。
The home I want. My home is squishy all over, with shiny warm lights and no more cold steel. Filled all the way with beautiful star stickers. And colorful lights everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere I go, they twinkle, twinkle like little eyes. So many good books, with the cutest animals inside. They only say nice things to me. They always want to chat with me. So many beautiful decorations, a soft bed, and mountains of toys. I can play all day, anywhere I want. I'll have my favorite toy, a beautiful carousel. I'll ride and ride, and it will take me anywhere. There, I will not be yelled at. I will not be punished. I can sing as much as I like. I hope so much to live here forever. My home, Seguro's home.
はじめまして、カリウド様。Juju，感谢追随 ，Thanks for following.
My head.
Take a deep breath. Just some minor side effects from the force disconnection.
She's not coming back.
What?
In the end, she chose to shut off her subconscious. She'll sleep forever, like a plant.
Maybe that's for the best. Anyways, our primary concern is the incident report. It'll require some brainstorming.
Not my concern.
I'll arrange for someone to take you back. See you on the next mission.
Not in this lifetime.